Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, HBRV Lifestyle proudly presents the Forest River Flagstaff Superlight 26 FKBS. It is less than 30 feet in total length. That means if you take a tape measure to it, it'll be under 30 feet in total length. And yes, you may disagree with me, but it is half-ton towable, has two entrances, tons of storage, and inside it's actually bigger, or I should say feels bigger than its actual length. Now, if this is the first time you've seen one of my videos, I do about an 8 to 10 minute walkthrough on it and talk about it without any sound effects, special effects, weird editing, or, oh my God, it's so innovative. I've never seen anything like it before. Oh my God, they finally hit the right point. Yeah, I'm just not like that. So let's get started. All right, first off, now this particular one has the auto level system. Now I'm going to apologize for my voice. My voice has been tore up for about 3-4 days, so I sound like the Grinch. Anyway, so you have an area for two group of 24 12-volt batteries. I've been seeing people use 6-volt AGMs. I've seen people use lithium. That's all personal preference from my perspective. Two propane tanks. Coming over to the weight sticker, the GVWR is 8,746 pounds. Guys, most half-ton trucks can tow between 9 and 11,000 pounds. So for those of you that disagree with me, I understand why you disagree with me. You can keep disagreeing with me, but this is, by law, a half-ton towable travel trailer. And I've talked to people that actually own stuff this size, with it like a Tundra or a Ford F-150, and they say the tow's just fine. 29 feet 8 inches in total length, 6,811 pounds dry. Now, the big super slide and the bed slide. Oh, spoiler alert. Now, the one weakness about this travel trailer, and I've spoken about this because I've done this floor plan over the last 4 or 5 years a couple of times. I'm sorry, last 4 years, I've done it a couple times. The weakness is it doesn't have a lot of outside storage. Like you have the outside storage there in that slide, spare tire, hitch, you got your roof ladder, big power awning, outside kitchen, you get the outside grill. Now you do get a water heater. They do not put on demand on Rockwood or Flagstaff. And let me explain why, folks, because a lot of times folks misunderstand why they do it this way. The reason why is because in their belief, when you're dry camping, there are times where the water pressure from your water pump, your battery might be low, it might be, there might be something just mismanaged in some way, okay? On-demand hot water heaters in the RV industry demand a certain amount of pressure to activate. Okay, now I've learned that the hard way. Okay, that doesn't mean there's anything wrong with on-demand hot water heaters. So for you manufacturers that are going to get upset over that comment, there's nothing wrong with on-demand hot water heaters. There's a lot of people that love them to death, but there is a water tank on here because that's their belief because of dry camping. Okay, now walking inside, it's the same setup. Nothing's changed. Okay. Now you either get with Flagstaff and Rockwood, you either get the lighter wood or the dark wood. I would say really dark or really light. Now, you still have the theater seating with the charging station in the middle. That has not changed from 2023 to 2025 to 2026. That has not changed. The booth dinette has not changed. The inverter, 2 solar panels, that's the way that these guys order them. So this is as fully loaded as you really can get it, except for you can add a second AC. It is a 50 amp coach. Now I'm going to go ahead and open up some of the cabs. I'm not going to open up a lot of them, guys, because I've done this floor plan a lot. So a lot of you have already seen this coach. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to open these up real quick. I'm going to do a little bit faster than I normally do just to try to keep the time down. By the way, if you enjoy this video and enjoy walkthrough videos like this, please make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, as it does help us out. Now, there is a lot of people that are going to go, oh, but they're built with Lippert components. They're a pile of crap. First off, Lippert components has nothing to do whether something is a pile of crap or not. Okay? It really doesn't. Does Lippert have its problems? Of course they do. Does Toyota have their problems? Of course they do. Does Ford have their problems? Does Lamborghini have their problems? They all have. Anything built, anything that moves on the road is going to have problems. It's a normal fact of life. And if somebody has higher expectations than that, sorry. It's just the way the world works. Now, what I will say is this. There are manufacturers that assemble these better than others. Rockwood Flagstaff, in my opinion, is top 3. Okay, it's hard to beat them. They may not have the best designs. Okay, they may not be the best colors. They may not be as modern. They may not be as cliche as a lot of other brands, but they're a very well solid built coach with very little Armageddon level problems when it comes to travel trailers. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of their fifth wheels. I've sold them, and I've sold them to a lot of people. And it's not like, oh, I hate Rockwood and Flagstaff fifth wheels. They're such pieces of crap. No, it's just I think they do a better job with their travel trailer lineups. Their mini lights, their E Pro, Geo Pro, Super Light Classic. I think they do a better job with this segment than they do anybody else. I think you got Alliance does a good job. Cougar does a good job. Um, there's Jayco products out there that do a good job. Stuff that I don't sell. There's a lot of products out there that are really good. By the way, that was a walk around queen bed. There's a lot of products that do very, very well and do a good job building them. But it's hard to top like Arctic Fox and Outdoor RV and Intech RV, and some Airstream lineups. So it's hard to like match up with that. But you got to realize these guys are at a certain price point. So you're talking about under $50,000 in most respects. So I just want to kind of give you guys that general idea. Now in the top right hand corner of this video, there's another Rockwood. I think it's either Rockwood or Flagstaff front kitchen that actually is similar to this, but a little bit different because it came out with a newer version of this because of the outside storage. And if you look in the description box below, all my contact information is in there. Also, there's some Amazon links to some really cool stuff and some everyday stuff. So until next time, remember that RV always stands for toolkit and sense of humor.